Hello, everyone. Dan Mason here with another rebuttal and response to a YouTube atheist. Please like and subscribe to stay informed. The law of identity isn't enough. Let's talk plainly. The law of identity says a thing is what it is. An apple is an apple. Great. That's a good rule for language. But it doesn't explain how the apple got here. It doesn't build the apple. It doesn't grow the tree. It doesn't design the seed. Evolutionary thinkers hide behind logic like this while trying to dodge the real problem. How does blind, random nature create complex systems with no brain and no plan? The law of identity might help you define an apple, but it won't tell you why the apple has a skin, seeds, nutrients, flavor, or color that draws in animals to spread those seeds. That's not identity. That's design. And here's the rub. Evolution says all of that came from accidents. Evolution suggests that plants developed strategies for movement, reproduction, and survival without intention, without knowledge, and without conscious thought. That's not a scientific conclusion. That's wishful thinking. If you saw a burr that sticks to your pants, you'd say, someone designed that. Evolution says no, it just kind of happened. The same with dandelions, orchids, bees, sunflowers, vines, pollen, all of it. Even Richard Dawkins, a top voice in evolutionary biology, admits nature looks designed. His book, The Blind Watchmaker, is built around this idea. He says nature is full of things that seem like they were made for a purpose, but they weren't. According to him, it only looks that way. That's where the logic breaks down. They tell you not to believe your eyes. They ask you to trust the theory instead of the design sitting in front of you. Let's go back to the idea that there's nothing magical or metaphysical about keeping words consistent. Fine. But what about origin? What about purpose? What about information? Where did the code in DNA come from? Why do different plants use different systems for seed dispersal, pollination, or growth? Why is each system complete, coordinated, and functional? These are not questions of semantics. These are questions of cause. Michael Behe, a biochemist, wrote The Edge of Evolution to demonstrate how Darwinian ideas reach a limit. He says random mutations cannot build the kind of organized systems we see in biology. Frank Salisbury, a plant scientist, had doubts too. He pointed out how complicated even basic plant reproduction is. Then there's Scripture. Romans 1:20 states that God's attributes are evident in creation. Psalm 104:24 says God made everything in wisdom. The Bible doesn't offer a vague explanation. It gives a direct cause, a creator who thinks, plans, and designs. You can't get coordinated systems from accidents. You can't get beauty and function from chaos. And no, the law of identity won't save you. It only tells you what a thing is. But the real question is, how did it get here? That's the question evolution can't answer because its logic is broken, its odds are impossible, and its explanations fall apart under real scrutiny. Plant life didn't invent itself. That's not a reason. That's fiction dressed as science.